The lack of balance of testosterone in the brain that has naturally cultivated comes between man and God. First and foremost, that is humanity's problem. That is why you live in a satanic society. Who allowed it to be this way? Who led the charge and who refused to address them? Not every black person balances their testosterone masterfully and mans up for the principles of good. So it was everybody in the world, but perhaps only my bloodline, the bloodline of the Pharaoh, that is responsible for this satanic society. Was the Christian movement truly given recognition to Pharaoh and the Sun Temple? No. We see in the studies, a Kaiser study, for instance, that black people, black men, have 21% to 19% more testosterone when they accounted for covariances, alcohol, substances, prescription drugs, cigarettes, etc. They said 15 to 13%. I don't really buy that. I think the truth is probably somewhere in between the two numbers. Either way, there is a significant difference in the testosterone levels of black males and white males. Now, this by itself is significant and important. It has implications in evolution and what it means to be a man and who's covering up what it really means and why. And of course, that is all the non-black races working together. Okay? The problem here is there also are kind of effeminate, less testosterone having, apron wearing sissies that help them chemically castrate, dehydrate, and otherwise sabotage people like me. Okay. Yes, there are weird ass, Urkel ass, scientific, geek ass, Mason ass bitches, boule pussies that fucking help the white man sabotage people like me. To think that's not the case is insulting. It is pathetic. What, you think there's no house niggas? You think a bunch of guys who dress like Europeans in a European secret society aren't the biggest house niggas of all? Are you that stupid? The thought of that makes, that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, to think that somebody would actually play stupid to that degree. And that is a despicable degree. Anyway, let's not mention I don't need science to figure this out. Do I need Urkel to tell me, hey, you're more of a man than I am and I'm covering up? No shit, I'm more of a man than you are. No shit, you're covering it up. No shit, I'm more of a man than Debo from Friday. No shit, I would outmaneuver him and I would cut out his fucking heart. To think that even that anytime that motherfucker wanted to prove me wrong, please, give me a fucking reason. And that goes for any of you on the planet. Anyway, the left talks about toxic masculinity. When we have studies by Europeans, mind you, that not only suggest that masculinity and testosterone are connected, but that testosterone helps one to organize the thoughts and put things together. Spatial abilities, the ability to solve puzzles. This is a certain form of organization. Obviously, these studies are going to cover up the other forms of intelligence. Does it take a genius to see that when you focus with your testosterone, with the spirit of God, with your mind, body, and soul, I said the three are connected? In the spirit, these people evolve to be a certain way. The spirit of martial arts from generation to generation in the African martial arts structure. It is insulting, it is disingenuous, it is intellectually dishonest to pretend that peoples with less testosterone were the greatest warriors they came up with martial arts. That is stupid. I have no tolerance for that stupidity. The other day, some fat fucking pale slut told me, oh, black people want to claim martial arts now just because you like something. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking? Like I wouldn't grab some Asian mini-me in the ancient world and stick him with a Shaka Zulu type spear and fucking see blood just come gushing out while I choke the life of him. What the fuck are you talking about? You think some Ebert thought-looking motherfuckers came up with it? What are you, stupid? Maybe it's the lack of testosterone that makes it so you play stupid and refuse to tell the truth because you're a coward. Speaking of that, we actually have studies to that effect. Do we need science to tell us that women are more cowardly? And it's because they're chemically different than men? If you needed that, you're a dumb motherfucker. I'm sorry, but you're a dumbass if you needed science to tell that to you. If you needed science to tell you that I'm the top martial artist, you're a fucking idiot. If you needed science to tell you that the brain surgeon who came here from a war-torn country in the 60s during the racial strife and outperformed all the black people here, produced his namesake, who is the top martial artist, you're a fucking idiot. You're a dumbass. If you think for a second I would have to bluff with a 4-year, $4,000 challenge, at one point $100,000, you're a fucking moron. I have no tolerance for that kind of stupidity. The fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, going back to it. Reduce fear in healthy women, a 2005 study. And I'll put all my sources in the next video. They're doing little big shit like getting in my phone, causing the blue light to come, which is starting to blind me. So, and of course, fuming me and putting chemicals in my water to the point where I have to drink a bunch of odwalas. Okay? Yes, it's 2 different sets of them. Yeah, I'm not doing illusion. I'm not some kind of mage bitch that usurps the martial arts priesthood. I'm not sissy. I'm not some black-wearing fucking priest. I'm not a bitch. They are. I am from the Sun Temple, and white is for the white crown of Upper Egypt. Necking the Sun Temple was the one that was rightfully wearing it. To the black man, white means the Sun Temple. Now, why the fuck would the symbol of masculinity uniting Egypt be female to anyone else? Anyway. So low testosterone and depressive symptoms also associated with a high risk of falls. 2014 study, mere 4 years ago. Balance is related to testosterone. You also get depressed, higher risk of osteoporosis. Lower concentration of testosterone metabolites in the hippocampus leads older people to start having Alzheimer's and things of that nature, right? They drop testosterone, okay? And of course, the Masons are a bunch of old white guys. Right? For the most part. All right. Now, I'm not fucking racist. You're a dumbass if you think I'm fucking racist. But I have no tolerance for any group of people in the name of racial supremacy that covers this up while they rape and murder people all over the world. They drug, they're plugging little kids to, further their philosophy. I have no tolerance for that. And if their argument is that makes them the master race and everyone's accepting it, yes, it is my divine responsibility to bring that group of people off of their devil red horse. Anyway, do any of you think that there's a flaw in that logic there? Perhaps I need science to explain that, why I'm right about that as well. It's fucking pathetic. All right, so we talk about rejection and isolation. The same chemical response in brain as physical pain. So when women reject me for the wrong reasons, it's like they slap me across the face. It's like they hit me in the shin with a fucking hammer, as far as the chemical response in the brain. That response should be for the people that you're dating. Fuck's wrong with you? That is why they need to submit to people like me. What is superior? A society where women have free will and they're all cowards, team up with cowardly men and punishing men like me mentally, physically, and otherwise. Drugging them, abusing them, mocking them, teasing them, knowing they have 20%, 1/5 more testosterone. They are dressing like silly sluts. Who does this throw off the most? The guy that you're socially rejecting, that's undersexed, that you're trying to get to settle, and settling also has a similar effect as the effect of pain as they remember this, because emotional memories cause the same similar response in the brain when one remembers it more than physical injury that one is trying to remember. Okay. Mental rotation and spatial abilities are also correlated, and this has to do with testosterone. That was a 1999 study. I'll put my sources. This is actually a European group of people that made, even their title is even like European progression or something like that. I'll put it in the next video or at the end of this video. Okay. So isolation, the chemical relation in the brain, I went over that. So social rejection, isolation. Obviously, do we need science to tell us that it has a serious effect on our brain, our stress, our emotions, and we remember it when women reject us and do us wrong, and vice versa? Well, if you're a woman that's consistently dating the wrong person and shunning heroes, I'd say you deserve to feel emotional pain. And if you're a man who is contributing to this process, yes, you too deserve to feel emotional pain. It is immoral to have compassion and to help out people who are defying the spirit of righteousness. And of course, they'll try to twist this and pretend like, well, what about Africans committing crimes? Like they didn't cause them to fucking fall. Like they didn't remove their leadership which and their cultural structures and design a system, communist, capitalist, you name it, that is incompatible with their ancient and timeless martial arts structures, removing their leaders, putting up a bunch of stooges, which caused them to be off balance, and importing a bunch of substances and chemicals into their, and contaminating their land, and causing unfocusedness, emotional pain for the righteous, making people feel comfortable when they're doing the wrong thing, and so on, which ultimately led to rape and violence using Western weapons, Western warfare, and Western ideas. To then pretend that they're not the determinant in that scenario is disgusting. I have no tolerance for that. Again, who do you think's right? Some fucking white supremacist, white trash piece of shit? Some fucking disingenuous scholar in an Ivy League school that eugenicists founded, like Stanford, David Starr Jordan? A fucking eugenicist was the founding president. I have no tolerance for miseducated scum that seek to use inferior forms of intelligence, unnatural, cunning of principle, derived and based forms of intelligence to claim their mental supremacy. You fucking coward. Get him out of here, is my response to that kind of trash. And of course, they should be fucked up severely on the way out and then impaled in the center of fucking town. That is my martial arts structure. No tolerance for the principles of evil that Western academics and scholars embrace. Despicable. You are just more evolved filth. Okay? You have evolved in the spirit of filth and the principles of evil. You haven't evolved in the true spirit of righteousness, which would have led you to be martial artists, not some kind of indecorous, indignant, unprincipled cowards. Despicable, just shameless scum. Just shame on you, shame on you. All right. The black warrior's problem is he's not given his rightful place in society due to respect. We're not all equal. When you treat me as if I'm just another schmuck and I'm the top martial artist, yes, I should have, my stomach should turn. I should feel uncomfortable. Nature should guide me to take my rightful place. Exert your authority over that person. He is a peasant. You might say, that's harsh. But this is nature's way. This is why George Bush gave his speech, right? The rule of law and not the rule of the jungle, which is really nature in perhaps its most lush form, right? Fertility. Nature, jungle is a symbol of natural fertility. The concrete jungle is unnatural fertility and eugenics and reproductive cycles. Future wives and potential wives factor in. If I do not get my admiration, I should resent women. I should resent society. I should resent the norms and the general kind of unspoken rules that govern that society. We talk about a magazine. A magazine was a room where they store explosives. Look it up, gunpowder, right? So it's like a black man is a powder keg, not given his rightful place, thrown off balance, and then they have sluts in magazine. Look at this lingerie model. It's like, fucking with his head, fucking with his head. Fuck, I don't know what's going on, but I know that I don't fit in. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that's what's going on here. Doesn't take me. This is just another way to use their words and their science to explain it. And again, I apologize if I treated anybody in this video unfairly. Please, state your case. Should I not resent you? Should I be performing masterfully when you're all moving against me to block my receptors for testosterone in the brain, to reduce my testosterone production, to dehydrate me, to fume me, to drug me, to cause me photophobia on record? Before I started wearing these glasses, I used to show people my eye droppers, my prescription eye droppers. Okay, they also cause me asthma. Here's an asthma inhaler, right? Spiritus to breathe. I think this is the, I used to show them this, prescription eye drops. I showed them my prescription for it, to show them that I wasn't fucking lying, okay? They literally caused photophobia and, among other things, to really fuck up my life, and they've been dehydrating me. And you can see it in the videos, and you're an idiot if you think I'm lying. You're an idiot if you think that in California, that a black brain surgeon's son in a eugenic society where the most prestigious college in California, Stanford, was founded by a eugenicist, where the LAPD and the Code of Silence, and where Oscar Grant was killed, and on and on and on. You're out of your fucking mind. There was a skinhead march in San Jose when I was little, okay? Less than 2% black in this area. Why do you think that is? because gentrification doesn't exist? What the fuck do you think is the reason?